right.
I know, I was gonna say, that's a long walk. But, yeah, Zoe outran me. I was just documenting some of your dahlias. You have a beautiful crop out there.
Yeah, they're really looking good. Even in the 5 days that I was gone, got some nice growth on those roses. I'm thrilled. Stuff might actually grow. Can you believe next year what all this is going to be like? Oh my God. Like all this work, I know you think I'm crazy putting it all in, but like next year when this stuff like literally starts to go into its like establishment period and the growth, I mean, holy moly.
Yeah, I thought you were crazy long before this.
Oh, I know.
So, yeah.
Well, you know me better than anybody.
Well, let's just hope next year we're more prepared for...
Next year I'll be so broke I can't do nothing except enjoy what I've planted.
Well, you know...
No, I'm excited to open the store. Actually, my website's been down for a week or so because we're getting some updates so that we can offer products for the retail location here. So that's exciting. Be able to order online, and you'll be able to order special order flowers and stuff like that. So kind of excited. We're going to offer some flower subscriptions. I definitely had flowers this year, even though I planted basically just dahlias, and I didn't have much else to plant. I still had tons of flowers. My iris are already in, the peonies are in, so I do have stuff. It's gonna all start coming together, I'm convinced.
Oh, I'm sure it will. We just have to figure out how to put it together.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I don't like all the technical stuff, but I like to grow and arrange and, you know, futz around with stuff. So, and we're going to offer transplants, like vegetable garden stuff. So I'm going to be growing a lot of transplants for my high tunnel, and offering, obviously, the fruits and vegetables that I grow in it. But I also, in the spring, am going to be offering, you know, adapted seed varieties for our zone. So if you struggle growing tomatoes or whatever, or you just want to try rare stuff, because I'm going to have that too, I'm going to offer pre-orders for vegetable transplants, and I'm not quite sure if microgreens are going to make it to the 2025 farm, but...
Are you going to offer those guiding green thumb muscle shirts I've been modeling, or?
Oh yeah, I'd like to see that.
Well, you got to offer them first.
Now I got to see you in it. I got to see how they look first.
Oh, please, honey. You don't need to see me in a muscle shirt to know.
You miss me for 5 days?
Honestly, I was so busy, it was hard to miss you.
Oh, I was back before you knew it.
You know, I had to cry myself to sleep every night. That's what all those tissues next to the bed were from.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. Oh, I'm sure of that.
Yeah, so it was tough.
Yeah.
Not having you around. Zoe missed you.
I'm sure she did. I'm convinced she missed me.
But yeah, you know, it was tough to see you go, but once you were gone, it wasn't that bad. Like, I was really like...
You kind of liked it, did you?
Well, I was having a hard time the day you were ready to leave. I was literally having a hard time. I'm thinking, oh my God, I haven't really been away from you for that long amount of time. And Emma, except when, you know, Emma went through her ordeal.
Yeah.
So it was like, all right.
This time we were away for a good reason.
Yes. And it was, once I knew that, and I could tell that you were safe and you got there, it was cool for me. I was like, yeah, Blake, let's do this.
Yep.
So, you know, we hung out, we bonded. But yeah, that kid's busy. He has a lot of things to do.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm glad you're back to take care of that.
Yeah.
That's what I miss the most.
Me taking care of Blake's appointments?
Yes.
Yeah. He's a busy kid.
Yes, he is. We're busy bodies here.
Yeah. Oh, no, I need that.
So these roses, are they going to bloom next year? You're going to be able to offer these?
I don't know. I don't really know how they're going to do for cut flowers. Like, you have to get them established for a bit before they're really producing, like, you know, cuttable stems and stuff, but I'm happy to get these in. And you know what? They should do pretty well because this is all getting amended. I'm planting with bone meal and azomite and compost, like broken down compost. So they should do really well. They're heavy feeders. You definitely have to feed them a lot. So depending on how much I can stay on top of a schedule for next year, I think all this stuff will really start now to come up though, because these should be really full rows when they're all bloomed out.
What about deer? Are you worried about deer? Will they eat your roses?
I'm not sure yet. Probably. I'm sure that's coming.
Well,
we actually haven't had too much deer pressure.
Well, here we haven't, but at home it's been horrible.
No,
so
even at the farm, like we have a resident groundhog right near the little barn, and he hasn't eaten anything.
Because he's cool.
Yeah.
There's a family of them. I hit about 4 groundhog hogs when I was mowing.
Right.
The other day.
So they're just waiting for the 2025 massacre.
Maybe. They're starting to feel comfortable. But I don't know. I think that groundhog decoy I got up there has made them all think, you know, uh-oh, we better behave or our head is going to end up on a post. So how many more, you're going to do this whole entire row roses or?
Just, I actually kind of wish I had planted them all in one row, but I kind of like the idea of having 2 next to each other because I think the photos are going to be glorious when these are in bloom, plus the berries behind it. But I'll probably just right here.
So how big were those when you planted them? Were they the same size as those?
Yeah.
And when was that?
Spring.
Cool.
Those were in pots. Remember I put them in the big 7 or 10 to 15 gallon pots. What are you doing, you crazy nut?
All right, so I never promised you a rose garden, and that's why I'm going to ask you this question. What is your plan for these? Like, I know you said they don't grow maybe in a year or two, but...
Well, I think they are going to grow, but I mean, roses can go in bouquets.
So that's kind of...
Yeah, I'm growing these to cut. They're really finicky, and I haven't really been successful growing roses at home. And I also have to see what pests are going to love them. I'm kind of just getting a whole bunch in for fall. I'm going to give it a go. If they just end up being too finicky, you know, I feel like 20 rose bushes is not going to be terrible. I'm not, like, I'll have a ton of roses, but they're more going to be like accent flowers. They don't last a really long time either. But I do have some, I bought disease resistant and like prolific bloomers. So we'll see. I don't really know what's going to happen with these. But I always want roses and I never have them. So maybe this little section is for me.
Like the other section?
Like when you want to go buy me roses, you just come to the farm and pick my favorites.
I'll just point you in this direction.
With a pair of scissors?
Yes. I already bought you roses. And dahlias, daylilies, soil, a dog.
Zoe Zoo! What is that, though?
So roses, though, they're pretty durable, aren't they? They'll survive in this hard soil.
Well, they're getting amended in their holes. So they might survive in it, but I'm trying to really establish them well with nutrients. And then I have, there's a sort of a bloom booster that helps, like a granular. It's an organic fertilizer that I'll probably put in next year just to, like, on top, I'll top dress, just to get them going. But once they're nice and thick like these really bushed out on pretty strong stems. So I'm hoping that's what happens with these. These are a little thinner. The canes are thinner than those were, but I think the varieties are also different. I didn't order from David Austin this time. I ordered from Heirloom Roses, and I was kind of impressed. Like, I feel like their rose bushes were a little thinner, a little smaller, but judging by how well they're starting to take off just less than a week, and how they were packaged, and all the, like, hints they give you when you're planting your roses, like, I was pretty impressed with them. So
Did you plant any black stone cold Steve Austin roses?
No.
Oh,
Nope.
figured you wouldn't.
But I did get fragrant, and I got like ones that have a ton of, like a lot of petal count. So they're gonna be like fluffy and like not, I didn't get any of the single roses, like the single roses, because they lose their petals quick. So I got ones that are really gonna be, you know, they'll probably hold their petals the longest. But certain flowers just don't last long in a vase, but they're amazing. Like, people love them. So.
Plus, these are pretty much maintenance free, right? You don't have to do much.
You definitely have to feed them. Like, I'll need to do fish emulsion. I'm also going to do the bricks treatment on these guys, the molasses, high bricks treatment. So everything is going to be fed with the molasses, because that's going to be kind of like my go-to for pest management, so that, you know, we don't spray anything. So that's going to be, I'm trying. That's something new this year that I'm doing. And other than powdery mildew, I feel like we were okay. I definitely had some tarnished plant bug damage on my dahlias, but I think that's going to happen. I wasn't expecting. Plus the dirt. Like, the soil health is so important. It literally will help you manage those pests and diseases more than what you're doing for them in sprays. So I'm really going to work on getting this soil happy.
What about the grass health? Will that help Zoe or what?
Apparently it's great. She's just loving life here. Are you
Did
done?
you get it? You good?
She's a good girl.
No, she's a lucky dog. I'll give her that.
I'm a lucky human, aren't I? I know. She loves me. Yes, I know. You do love me. You do love me.
Yeah, all she did was pretty much sit on the couch and look out the window.
Where did my mom go?
I miss being yelled at
No, I don't know.
in such a soft-toned voice.
She's very snuggly, though. She's very needy. All right. I got
Yeah, I know.
Go chase something. Go on, go chase something.
It's like me. You can't start rubbing and then think you're going to get away with it.
No, you two are definitely.
Yes.
All right, so now I just have to take this dirt off, and I've been chucking it in this row. So you're welcome to help me. And I got to get the labels in, because I want to make sure I know what is what.
Yeah, but how are we going to water these?
Well, you're going to water them, and I don't know. Good luck.
Well, we almost had to make like a little canal around them, because when we were pouring the water and it just ran off.
You have to do it slow.
Well, we were doing it slow.
And these have to be mulched. So like those, if you notice, see how there's, like, we mulch it around it, like with this ring, there's a little donut in the middle. So when you water, the mulch kind of, it's like a ring around it, so it will give it some
What's
time.
that? You got diaper rash or something? What's
No,
the
that's
white
Azomite.
stuff? Oh.
That provides micronutrients, which a lot of times is missing from your soil, especially if it's never been worked and you have, you know, this soil, like, it's great for grass, it's great for weeds. Natives don't mind it, but when you're trying to intentionally grow something that needs, you know, your soil health, where that's what's going to help your plants take up the nutrients to do their best and to fight off all these pests and diseases, you really got to work that. And we don't have great soil, obviously. You saw what we're working with. We have clay, which is actually high in nutrients. Like, clay is actually a great place to start. You just have to make it workable, and you have to get that organic matter in there, and you have to get all the levels right so that the plant can take up.
Does that mean you could plant plants in Play-Doh?
No. Why don't you try that?
Well,
No, why don't you try that?
is Play-Doh really clay? It's not even clay.
I don't know. Last time we made Play-Doh, it was like cream of tartar and flour and a little oil, and you like cook it all up, and
Yeah, it wasn't fun to play with that
wasn't
dough.
exactly.
No.
And clay hardens when it dries, which, you know, look at the high tunnel when we rototilled. But yeah, you know what? I'm happy. I'm not happy with those raspberries up there. I kind of put those in the ground, and now I see what's happening, and I'm like, ooh, do I want to redo that? I don't know.
Well,
I got to figure out how to manage the high weeds, because I want the foliage, so you can't really weed whack, and you can't really mow.
But I'm assuming everything that you're planting here, you're planting for cut flowers, right? Like,
Well, yeah, but the raspberries are food. And the foliage, like I'm using the raspberry as filler in bouquets.
how many little pints of raspberries are you gonna get out of that plant over there?
I don't know. I don't know. They should have went in the ground a long time ago. But I would imagine you're gonna get some decent. I mean, I have a ton of plants, like gold and red. I love raspberries. Like that kind of stuff is kind of for me. I don't have like a commercial crop size for those. Like all this stuff we're doing on a small scale because I'll find out what loves it here and what doesn't. And then I'll just go with that. I'll go with the easy crops. All the roses I picked out for the first time ever, I actually picked out for beginners and for highly disease resistant and for like prolific bloomers. Like those were my filters. And these are the ones that came up. These were ones I ordered without doing that. I just ordered them because I like the way they look. So we'll see. Just this one seems to be a little like, I don't know, but it is coming back. It looked way worse than that. But it's starting to green up and like this one's coming with a whole bunch of new growth. So they look shiny.
What about the one behind you? Is that a pink rose?
What? These?
The one behind you.
What are you talking about?
Turn around.
Turn around?
Yeah.
Well,
Right behind you. Look at it. Oh, no, that says pink. Oh, I got confused.
What are you talking about?
Turn around.
Yeah, no, I know what
Yeah.
you're talking about now. I should know better.
That's my favorite rose right there.
Yeah.
I love it when that thing's blooming. What?
Typical.
So, what left do we have to do this fall season? Like,
What left do we have to do?
or what do we have left to do? Either or.
We got to get water in the high tunnel so I can start planting. I'd like to do some greens in there.
Yeah, but that means we're going to have to call for a well, and then you're going to have the electric working. You think that's going to happen before you want it to happen?
Well, the electric's coming by January.
Yeah, and all that. It's going to be cold. We could have 10 feet of snow up here.
And we also could not.
Well,
We haven't in the last couple of years.
well, it'll be when you decide to make plans is when it'll
Well,
happen.
that's fine. Actually, snow is good for insulation. I actually need snow. All of these plants, including the lavender, the roses, all this stuff, snow is like amazing insulation. You actually want snow on your plants. That's like,
Yeah, but not when you're in the high tunnel, you don't.
oh, actually, it wouldn't be worse for something.
So what you're trying to say is this winter we're going to be down here in this high tunnel.
Well, no, not throughout the whole winter, but for like, it probably through January, I would say, we're going to have, I should be able to harvest some crops and spinach and lettuces and stuff.
I guess what I'm really trying to get around to is when are we done for the season?
Well, this is going to make it so we're never done. Aren't you lucky?
Because I know we still got to...
Growing our own food. This is like a little mini homestead.
All right. So our season is going to be extended thanks to this high tunnel.
Yes, sir. So when you are bored on those January, February days, we're just going to come work.
I used to like winter.
What happened to my tags?
If I knew this, I may not have agreed to this.
You didn't agree to it anyway.
I disagreed with it, but it didn't matter.
Correct. It still won't matter if you disagree now.
Well, don't act like you're in charge.
I'm always in charge.
You're not. I'll send you away for more than 5 days next time.
How am I going to count that? 1, 2, 3, 4. Or should I do it by row?
Shouldn't you have done it when you were putting them in?
Oh, I did. Those are done. I just don't have my black marker. Oh, wait. Maybe in the tractor. Hold on.
Yeah, you should always have a marker in the tractor.
Can you not do that to me?
She probably thinks you have treats in that bag.
I do have more labels. Darn it.
I may have a pen in my truck.
No, that's not going to work.
What the heck was that?
Thunder?
Nah.
Beautiful. That sounded like an explosion.
Yeah.
That's not good.
Somebody doesn't know how to use their barbecue.
All right. So we have 3, all right, for when they're not labeled. So the first 3 are Madame Anisette. Madame Anisette. Madame, if you're fancy. And then what? 1, 2, 3. And then there's Sweet Mademoiselle. Are the next 3. Okay.
Now you're going to throw mulch over these too?
Yeah. I actually have it in the back of the truck. You want to help me put them on top? It's not that hard.
I was just asking,
Doesn't take
not offering.
Wow. No rain.
This is probably not the best week to be planting your flowers in a drought.
Yeah.
Like our wetlands is pretty much now drying up. Looks like swamp lands.
Okay.
All right, honey. Well, I got things to do here. Things I got to tend to. So before you come up with any bright ideas.
I just have to get the soil
I'm going to bounce.
over there.
What?
I got to get the soil off of this over there, and then I got to mulch these in, and then I'm done.
Cool.
And then I have those 2 roses, but I want to have those climb up the silo. Don't you think those would be amazing if we had them climbed up the silo?
I don't know. Are we set up there? Is there anything we need to do around the silo?
Yeah.
Like, I'm talking about later on, like with the other barn that's falling down.
What does that
Like,
have to do with growing?
because we don't want to get your roses established and then have to, disturb
I'm growing
them.
them right up the side of the silo.
Well, what would the pigeons say? It's probably not a good thing.
I am the project manager, and it is happening.
Well, shouldn't we take the vines off the silo first?
The vines are in the back. I'm growing on the sunny side that you can see from here. It's happening. Stop it.
All right. That's fine.
Definitely happening.
I'm seeing dollar signs and pink.
What?
I'll help you.
You can begin now.
So I got to move this soil over to that soil.
Yeah, I'm going to dump this out. I'm actually going to put the bucket down here, and we're just going to literally load it in, and then I'm going to dump it here.
I was just about to say, this almost sounds like something you could do without me, and then I could go do what I needed to do. But I guess if we do it together...
By the way, did you show everybody our hitch thing? The new hitch we have for the tractor?
Yeah, we got hitched when the wife was away. The attachment came, and so did your John Deere guy.
Yeah, you got to meet Pete.
Yeah, I saw Pete. His face turned all red. I'm like, expecting someone else, were we? I never saw a repairman show up wearing a suit.
Oh, stop it.
That's how things get broken around here. Forward. Gotta go, well, yeah, I guess so. Go forward. A little more. There, beautiful. Good job.
Oh, God. He hates when I lift my butt off the seat.
So do I.
I was kind of hoping, like, putting it in, like, the parking brake would stop that from happening, but it doesn't.
So, have you even tried this hitch?
What?
Have you even tried this hitch or not?
This is the first time that this is my first day back. So I know how it works though, and I'm excited to try it. And because here's what's happening, like when I come here and I'm like, oh, I just want to switch, I want to rototill something, and Brian had the brush hog on the day before. I can't do all that myself. I can't line it up and then pull, I just can't do it all. So I called them and I'm like, oh no, actually I went in there to pick up a part. Oh, the blower, the guard for the ride-on mower. So I went in to pick that up because it was in. And when I walked in, Eric was like, hey, how's the tractor working out? I'm like, and I was like, oh, it's amazing. Except I can't do the attachments by myself. I said, it's the only thing that annoys me. He's like, we got a solution for that. He goes, they do make this thing where you just, it's like on there all the time, this hitch, and then you literally just back up and pick it up. So I can do that now. And you just have handles to release it. All the newer models, like we got a year-old model, and so all the newer ones come with the easier hitch and hookup, so you can do it yourself, but with one person. But this didn't have that, so now it does. The only thing I don't like is you lose like an extra like 6-8 inches. But you know what I mean? When you're doing the high tunnel, like rototilling and stuff, you have to account for the tractor size plus an extra. So that's a little annoying, but it's perfect. I would much rather have this. You just back up to it and hook it up. Like, it's so much easier than trying to undo all these things and do the sway bars and do the, like, that just, I don't have patience for that. Even though I can do it, I need another person for it. And it's just like, this is just like, back it up, you can see right over. So
it's a good investment because I'd rather pay $400 and a one-time deal than have to deal with you.
Shut up.
Well,
no, you know what? I'm a nice person, and they're really like, they really want to be helpful. So
yeah, right. Even Zoe didn't believe that.
What?
The nice person part.
No, I go and listen. I kind of just like shoot things straight. I'm not like, oh, can you help me? I'm just like, I don't know how to do this. So if anybody wants to come help me just come show me how to do this stuff, because this is my first tractor, and
there's a lot of things I don't know how to do.
There were a few people that were like, okay, we'll just have somebody, we'll come out and show you.
Maybe if you wore a pair of sweatpants that said green and yellow, you'd definitely get them to help you out a lot quicker.
Yeah, right?
Of course.
So
yeah,
that's what you got to do. You just got to be like, I don't know. You got to be a straight shooter. I don't know what I'm doing. I have a farm. Someone can come pay for lessons. And people were like, no, we'll come show you how to do it.
Yeah.
So, and I appreciate that.
And so do I. That's why I'm here.
Yes.
So appreciate that.
Yes. I need it to go forward.
That's cool. It's going to get dirty anyway.
What are you talking about? I'm talking about to get the dirt in there.
Yeah, it's not bad.
I do need a rock rake though. That would be helpful. I need a shed up here. I'm tired of running to the barn to like grab tools. I need some tools here.
Ever since you got the tractor, I went from can you to I need. That's what happened. So
I don't have a rock rake, but I have a transfer shovel.
Looks like I'll be having my name changed again.
Yeah, well, you change my name when you want to call me whatever it is you want to call me. Wow.
Yeah, well, you seem to answer well to baby cakes.
Oh, yeah, really? Call me baby cake. See what happens.
What's up, honey bun?
All right, come on, grab a shovel.
Well, come on.
Grab a shovel. I don't care what you call me. Grab a shovel.
All right, folks. Stay tuned. Now, shouldn't you water them first and then put mulch on them, or no? So we're just doing it a little backwards.
Yeah. I'm mulching a little high also, because you're supposed to mulch above the stems. Like, you're supposed to mulch like an inch or two above where, well, you know, at the soil level in the pot, you just plant at the same level. you're actually supposed to plant it deeper. So I'm mulching just because they're newly planted and so that the frost doesn't heave and affect the roots. So I am mulching a little bit higher, and in the spring we'll take it down a little. But this is more for protection because they're new. And this will also help any moisture in the soil stay there.
See, if I didn't bug you and ask you questions, your garden show would be just dead air. I keep you going. I keep the train moving.
Yes.
With my lack of knowledge and stupidity.
You've actually learned a lot, though, I'd say, farming so far.
Yes, I have. I've come a long way.
Probably use a little more around that. Good.
It looks great. Now we just have to water it.
Yep.
And how do we plan on doing that?
We're going to go buy a tank.
I knew it.
Want to have fun? Let's go. We never go shopping together.
Because the whole time I'm just a nervous wreck.
Because of my driving or because...
Well, that is the first thing that sets off my blood pressure. And then the amount of credit cards that fall out of your pocketbook.
I know, I gotta find one that has available room.
Yeah, exactly. And usually we can never fit whatever it is you want to buy in the vehicle.
Actually, I have my truck though, and we just emptied it, so let's do it. We need to anyway. I need to go get...
Maybe we should...
I need to have a tank anyway, because I need to water the high tunnel stuff.
What about the kids?
What about them?
Isn't it too late to go somewhere?
No, we're not going that far.
You have the dog. We can't do this.
You have too many excuses. We can.
We might have to make it another day.
Actually, I think I owe the guy a load of mulch.
Who?
I owe Hudson Valley Organics for a load of mulch. Before I left, Maddie went and got mulch, and I forgot all about it.
Well, there you go. There goes some money you wanted to spend on
Although
something
Maddie
else.
might have already given him a check. I have to ask her. I don't know. All right, let's do it. See, accomplish things. Stick with me. We accomplished some things. You want to drive the tractor to the high tunnel, or you want to drive my truck?
I'll drive the truck.
That might have to go in it though first.
All right, honey.
We have
Well,
to drop these things off at the farm, and then we'll go.
yes.
You're the best.
Nice hanging out with you today.
Yes. Well, you ain't done yet.
Oh, I knew you were going to.
I wouldn't make any decisions like
Listen, come on now.
Wait, save your opinions.
We can't bring the dog to Lowe's.
You can't. You have to save your opinions for the end of the day.
I have opinions before I wake up.
Should I just put these in the ground and overwinter them? And then put
Yeah.
them at the...
I think big dreams, and they're going to get destroyed.
Well,
So
you know what else I could do?
bring them home.
No, we don't have enough sun there. I could bring that big arbor. You know the big moon arch that everybody loves in my patio garden? I have another one that's the bigger size that I want to put somewhere here. And maybe I get that in and put the roses on both sides.
So instead of shopping, you want to go get your arch then?
Well, we still need to get the tank, but we can do one, whichever one you want.
None of the above?
You got to pick one.
Can't you add something else in there?
No?
Multiple choice, 2 options. Can I play Pink Panther?
No.
Then no. None of the above is the answer.
The annoying little white guy. You're good at that.
Yeah. Well, it's in my blood. All right, honey. We'll figure it out. What?
The little bastard.
Uh-oh.
It ate the expensive ones.
Well, it looks like you were
Oh man.
putting them in a pot for him to eat.
That little mother.
How do you know, though, it was him? It could have been a rabbit.
I think it was. I don't know.
Yeah.
Actually, the way it's actually taken straight off, and it's not. I don't think it was a rabbit. That little bastard. Where's his hole?
Leave
Zoe,
him be.
Get that groundhog.
Leave him be.
Get that. Look at her. She's looking for him. Get that groundhog. Go
She
get him.
wouldn't know what to do with it if she found it.
Yeah, but see, I like when I say go get him, and she's like, yeah. What do I do?
I don't like that because you could one day tell her to go get me. And then I would have
Actually,
to...
she went to go bark at you because she heard somebody pull in at the high tunnel, and she was like, whoa, and then she saw you, and she's like, okay, it's just him.
No, she saw me and said, there's the alpha of the family. I better pipe down.
Kind of nice not to drag the generator.
Yes, it is. We are finally generator free for now. I think there's enough pressure, though, where if we had to temporarily run some hose, I just don't feel like buying 300 feet.
No, it's time to clean this stuff up, too. I got to go through these pots. I think these are all just stuff.
Well, why can't you just do a yucky pucky patch? Or you just throw everything in it?
I don't want to do that.
Well,
It's called compost.
yeah,
The
but
compost heap right there. Throw it over there, and if it all survives, you can have
you
it.
have room, though.
I got plants, and it's not for yucky pucky.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, these
Actually,
plants have rights.
Take that bucket, or take that pot, and put it up high. They don't seem to touch the stuff on pallets, oddly enough. So that is a helpful thing to know.
They probably think it's like one big mouse trap.
The grasses look great. I got to get these grasses in. These look great. They're kind of rebounding. That's good.
So just by coming here, we've added about 6 fall chores to the long list of things we need to do before winter.
Yeah, but winter's a while away.
It is not. It'll be here before you know it. And I'm going to miss being here at the farm with you every day.
Well, good, because I'm going to make it happen so you'll be here with me. Don't worry.
Well, I don't miss the working moments. I miss those special moments.
When are we here and not working?
Well,
Oh, and I have to move this rosemary to the high tunnel.
if you want me to kiss and tell.
Yeah, because it wasn't me you were kissing.
Oh, please.
Start telling.
I think your dahlia patch looks beautiful, and you better just at least go over there and walk through it quick, because it's probably never going to be that colorful again this season.
No, this is gorgeous.
Like, I think we're just going to park you down on the parkway today with 6 bouquet, and it's payday. Let's get it done. You got pink sweatpants on. You'll be selling out before noon, honey.
People will be picking me up.
Yeah, I know. And I'll have to let them
I'm a
know.
hitchhiker and you get flowers.
I have to let them know she's not for sale. We're talking 6 figures here, guys.
Yeah, although with the right price, you might consider.
Yeah, hey, if you want to buy my debt, you can have her.
Don't make me spray you.
No, I could never get rid of you.
All right, I'm good with this, I think.
Yes, you are.
It's got a little... This is good.
You should take a drink.
You want one?
No, come on now, please don't. I have to go back to work today.
I got trees to plant too. I never planted the hydrangeas yet. Oh, I got plants over here that gotta be watered. Watch out.
Whoa, now. Don't drown that groundhog. He does have another exit, so you can get closer.
I know, but it's gonna knock him over. I don't like doing it so hard, so close like that.
I know what you're saying.
Keep it up, I'll soak this.
Boy, you sometimes misunderstand me.
No, I understand you completely.
What about maybe watering some of your plants? Is that possible? We do have...
The peonies are done. They already died back.
So when they're done, they don't need water?
No, they're not. They're kind of dormant. They do, but not a lot. They already protected themselves from the drought and died back.
So you just let them rot like that? They look horrible.
They need to get cut back. They're done for the season.
Oh, okay.
They're done. They're spring bloomers. So, well, what would you like to do? Because I have a list now. So
I just want to take a quick look at your dahlias because it's probably the best.
we have to turn the water off.
I'll take care of that.
I need to snip some that are done. Wow.
Where are you heading first here?
Look at this. Wow, that is tartan. That's the real deal with some bug damage, but that's tartan.
So that would be like the awesome centerpiece of a bouquet right now.
Ooh, this is new.
What is
Look
that?
at that. That's got to be a Tahoma because Tahoma Tempest. I actually just posted about that one. Look at this. And look how many stems. Look at these. I mean, these are blown open now because they've been in bloom and I haven't been here to cut off anything. But they're beautiful. Look how unique that is. Isn't that great? So that one's called Tahoma Tempest. And that one must be like Tahoma... I think I have one called Stellar Feller. We'll see. Back it up.
Slow it down here. We have
I got
some
things to do.
metal posts that could impale me.
Oh, it's actually Bloomquist Firecracker. So it has, look at that. That's really cool. So this one has like white on the tips. And this one's open. I wish I kind of seen it when it was not open. That has bug damage.
Well,
but I have to take a picture of that, so at least I have that for my files.
it looks like you have some buds still coming.
Yeah, there's stuff coming. We'll still get some.
It's weird because
This is Santa Claus. My hands are filthy. But that's Santa Claus. I kind of like those. I like the unique ones. This is Skipley Spot of Gold. Look how gorgeous this is. So that has, see the, when the petals are really tight and they're starting to open, this has like this gold center. And then look at the gold tips. So this is Skipley Spot of Gold. And there's another one called Bloomquist Mojo that kind of does the same thing, but it doesn't have such a gold center. It's not as pronounced as that one. Karma Prospero, God, what a producer all season long, even with powdery mildew. And I cut it, look, it's still coming back, even with all the crispy dried out foliage. It's coming, like, it's beautiful. This one is Happy Champagne. God, that is glorious, absolutely glorious. Whew. And it's blooming really well. Like, that's a decent plant. I'm gonna have some tubers from that. And then I'll be able to plant like a whole row of them next year. What else? This is Erpeler Ley, L-E-Y. How do you say that? I don't know. But this is glorious too. I love this. It's just got that dark, like magenta red center. And the backs of the petals are dark. So it's like really good at contrasting. So this one I love, obviously that one. And I have to cut off some of those blooms because they're done. What else? Oh, Holly Hills Black Beauty. This one won me over this year. Amazing. Huge. I love the flower. I love the shape of it. Pipsqueak. Very cute. Lots of blooms coming in now. I love it. I love the look of it. And finally, Bloomquist Blush, which was one of my biggest producers last year. Where have you been all year? I went away for 5 days and now I have tons of blooms. So there's it's glorious. That is absolutely stunning. I love that one. That one I'm definitely growing again. What else do we have? Bloomquist Karen G. Love this one. Love it. I love the cactus look. I like that. I like the way these look. So these are all Bloomquist Karen.
So are you selling any of these tubers this year?
It depends on how many I get. So there's been a little bit of talk about cuttings. If you planted dahlias from cuttings, how a lot of people are not getting any tubers from them. And that would really suck, because the whole reason I invested in a lot of KAs were because the tubers and the plants actually are major producers. You can tell that whole row was like it started producing the quickest because I planted from cuttings, and they have really upright, lots of blooms, prolific bloomers, just gorgeous. So I'm hoping I did the planting correctly and I will get tubers enough to save. But a lot of these, I don't have a lot of the same variety, but I only need I'm building stock, so I need 5 to 10. But I'm also partnering with another flower farmer who is a certified naturally grown farm. And so her and I we're going to be tag team to list dahlias on our farm. And she's got a lot of the same varieties I do. So her and I are growing and swapping tubers and stuff. So I will have tons of tubers for my sale. And hopefully the ones that were new that I was in love with produce a ton of tubers, because I won't need, I have 5 plants of Cinder Rose. If one plant produces 8 tubers, then I have the rest of the plants to sell off. So that's the other thing. So it's amazing. This guy is probably done. He's done blooming.
Is this another version of that guy, or is this
Yes,
different?
that's the same plant.
Oh my God! Look at the size of it.
I know, he's open right now because he's been open for a long time. But look at this guy. This is Bloomquist Tropic. Isn't that gorgeous? God, I love that. Look it, and I have tons of them. And originally they didn't do well. See this? I cut off some stems, but then they just started sending up. So we'll see. Copper Boy, always amazing. Look at that. Copper Boy has amazing coloring. Like this, see that? That's Copper Boy. And he's kind of got those tannish undertones to it. So I'm really I love Copper Boy. I have a ton of Copper Boy. You definitely want Copper Boy.
You should be thrilled. Look at this place.
Yeah, the plants aren't like this. Look at this section. They didn't do well. So whatever I have here,
yeah, but seriously.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Don't feel left out.
It is pretty. I don't know what it is, but it's pretty. Bloomquist York. Big plant, didn't really produce great flowers, but he's on the crappy side of the soil too. So, and you can tell all the deep, nice, fluffy soil that got worked over there, that got built up. Look how well everything on that side really did much better. So this is just kind of crappy soil. But Penny Lane, gorgeous. Oh my God, this works. It's funny. I actually was after Cinder Rose the most when the new KA introductions came out. And I bought this one because my friend was like, you have to just get one. So I did. And you know what? It's turning out to be one of my favorites. It's really versatile. It's got this creamy undertone, and it's got those pinky lavender tones. And it works really well with a lot of colors, like the corals and the pinks and the whites. It just plays really nice. Holy cow, this one's huge. That one is wide open now. Kind of fun to see these all blooming out. I've been cutting them off when they start to blow open, because they're just done blooming, but I kind of like seeing my field in color. This is beautiful. Look at this. Look at the lavender tones in the center of that. Gorgeous. So I have those. Guava, finally coming to the party. Guava took a while. It wasn't the quickest bloomer, but they're pretty. These are all kind of done.
So those are all guavas?
No, that's guava. These are desert rose. And honestly, all my desert rose kind of blew open. Like this right here, this is guava. You can just tell it's kind of a softer pink, corally pink. So Cinder Rose, God, this exactly the reason I wanted it, and it actually performed up to my expectations, which is surprising.
Weren't you already bragging about it?
What?
Cinder Rose.
Cinder Rose. I remember I was like, I gotta get this one. I gotta, you know, I was helping to continue the Dahlia wars over it. But I got them, and and you know what? It has literally just been nonstop with blooms. KA's Cardinal, if you like a little glorious red ball, holy cow. That one, as well as, actually, and even better, there's KA's Cardinal. Look at this one. This is a prolific red ball. This is Paul Bloomquist Jr. or Bloomquist Paul Jr. And look how many are on the plant. They're glorious. They take a long time to open. They take a long time to actually blow open for the center. I love that. I will grow a ton of those. I love that little red ball.
So what about the back row that you didn't think was ever going to do anything?
Yeah, it's doing stuff.
And now it's doing something.
Look at this. This is Breakout. Kind of got a downward facing head, which I don't like, but look at that.
So on the flower market, what would Breakout be priced at? Could you just do a Breakout? Here, it's a Breakout bouquet.
Yeah.
One flower.
It's glorious.
Enjoy it.
Some of the larger, like these, it's just glorious. It didn't get staked, so it's a little sloppy, but I love it. It's the first time I've grown that one, so I absolutely love it. This looks like another Bloomquist Karen.
I don't know. Is it complaining?
Yeah.
It's gonna be about the fence.
Actually, Bloomquist Karen is like one of the best ones. I loved it. Yeah, that is Bloomquist Karen. And this is Bloomquist. Oh, Bloomquist Allen's right here, but didn't make it. Okay.
This fence is too close to my property, and there's a bee trespassing.
What else do we have? What is this? Another Hamari? No, Bloomquist Blastoff. Okay. Bloomquist Blastoff.
It looked like it blasted off a little too much.
Yeah.
Is it old?
This is, yeah.
Oh boy, is that the same?
No, that's Hamari Gold.
And how do you just walk past Homari Gold like it didn't exist?
Whoops, this one. This one broke. This is that Maynard Jane. You remember the spiky one? Whoop, whoop. So
what is the purpose of this garden right now?
This is a pink Sylvia. This is like Marn or Sylvia in orange, only it's pink. And these have been open also for a long time. I wish this was a little lower.
So the purpose of this garden this year was to see which dahlias you liked.
No, well, I mean, I built up my stock. So I did learn which ones I kind of like and which ones, I'm like, okay.
Were you caught by surprise with how well the dahlias have done?
They didn't do well.
They haven't done well? What are you talking about?
They're blooming now, but the plants are not the size they should be. They should all look like that row over there, and they don't. Look at these. Some of these are a foot tall. They never even produce flowers. I have rows. I have just like little crevices in the rows that they didn't produce. This actually looks great. But there are tons over there on that side that just didn't do much. So I don't, the ones that are producing now, I'm making notes. Yes, this worked in crappy soil. Can you imagine what it would do in great soil?
Yeah, but your friend, the flower girl, you went there and got some dahlias, right? She didn't have any bare spots. No. She didn't have any issues.
And she didn't even have powdery mildew. She doesn't like till up her soil. She's certified and naturally grown, and she didn't have one plant with powdery mildew on it. And I was like, how? And she's like, soil health has a lot to do with it. She said, if your plant is like healthy and it can get what it needs, it's just less susceptible. She's in the same climate I am, and not one powdery mildew. Wow. Look at that.
Let me see if I can get over there without being followed by my shadow. Oh yeah, that looks great.
Ooh, and there's a tag. Max Red Devil. God, do I love that.
This one looks like it just opened right here. It's got yellow in the middle of it.
No, that means it's been open.
Oh.
When they're not open, when this is the prime time to pick them.
So that's when you're
See
supposed
the center?
to be going,
yeah.
oh,
This is when I cut it and put it in the cooler. Look at this. Wait, is this Natalie? No, Naomi orange. Because I haven't seen one Naomi orange yet. Hold on, I gotta go in there.
It looks like it's tangerine. I believe that's what it is.
I also don't see any Sylvia. Like the actual Marn, the one.
If I remember correctly, that's tangerine.
No.
Would you like to disagree with me? Because
Talking about the name.
Exactly.
Oh, no tag.
Right here. There's a tag.
That's on that one though.
It is kind of weird how this one right here didn't do anything, and this one in the back is
Like
doing
this one
quite
is supposed
alright.
to be Black Monarch. Nope. This one's pretty cool. This is Creme de Cognac. This one has dark on the underside. See that? See the underside of the flower?
Yeah.
It's got dark, like dark pink, and then it's like tannish, beigeish gold on the top.
That's cool right there.
Yeah, that's
too.
a cute one. But see, look how big it is. It's terrible.
Now, are those meant for the little vases or no? It's just a stubby. It didn't happen.
Bloomquist pleasing. I'd say that's pleasing. That's like a cantaloupe-y orange. I like that.
It looks like he's tired from pleasing.
No, he fell over. That must be Who Me.
That's different.
Uh-oh. Naomi Orange.
What do you mean?
That's the tag for Naomi Orange. So that's Who Me. And that's unlabeled. This is Naomi.
So who me is
I can tell by
Naomi.
the thickness of the petal. I actually have to tag that so I know.
So is that Naomi?
Yeah, that's Naomi Orange.
And that's who me, Naomi?
This one is Who Me. Oh wait. I'm just gonna take this and put it on there.
Could it be who me tangerine?
Will you stop it?
Well,
There is one called Totally Tangerine. All right, that's good. That's tagged. That is definitely not.
I don't know how you would ever be. I could never do this. Like, I could never keep track.
That's pretty crazy.
I have a hard time with names of people, let alone.
This looks like Cabana Banana.
That is sweet right there.
Yeah, but it's at the end of its life.
Yeah, but still.
I mean, I could leave it for the bees, but I'd like it to produce some tubers.
It's beauty. Like with you. You are more beautiful now than you've ever been.
Oh, yeah? Really?
Yeah.
What is this? See. Oh, Karma Sangria. I need to double check that.
That's great. I think that looks good. I wish you had one that would be younger. A younger version of that. What does it look like?
It's coming.
That's it?
It's coming.
Oh, look. All right. Hold them close. I want to get the before and after.
Well, you have to wait.
So this is the younger version, and this is what happens when you get older,
Yep.
folks.
Yep.
See, flowers deal with the same thing we
Wow,
do.
another breakout. Is that labeled breakout? It's in the ground.
Yes, it is.
Yes, good. So that's correct.
All right, that's breakout right there.
That's another breakout. I just showed you the big flowers.
It doesn't really seem that special to me. Like, why would you care? It's just a white one.
Well, it's the tones. This is Audrey Grace, and this is like a bright red, but almost with a little orangey tint to it. But she's good. I like this one. Definitely
That's
liking
why you're
that.
grabbing her by the neck. Oh.
Audrey Grace.
Hold on. Over on the other side.
So this one's Bloomquist Orion. We saw this one. It's kind of tall and not very strong stems, but it blows open quick. So
Yeah, but I would say it's got strong stems if it's still standing here. Because it's windy down here all the time.
this one's pretty. I mean, it could be pretty. it's really not healthy, but it's kind of got like, what is this one? Hopefully I get a tuber. Sweet Love. That is pretty. So, Sweet Love.
How about giving
That's the
some
one I
Sweet
have over
Love
there.
there?
That's Seduction. And I can tell, look at it down there. Those are the purple ones that have been producing all season, like maniacs.
Did
Those
you
purple
plant Seduction and Sea Love next to one another on purpose?
Sweet Love.
Sweet Love?
Sweet Love. That one's pretty. What's that tag say for this one?
I can't read tags and film at the same time. It says a bunch of things. BQ Mojo.
Oh, cool.
That's BQ Mojo.
So this has gold tips. So I was telling you about Skipley Spot of Gold. This one actually, it's a little more lighter pink than I thought, but it has the gold tips on it. If you see, like, each one of the petals has a gold tip. So it's similar to Skipley Spot of Gold, but Skipley Spot of Gold is
you just banged it against my lens.
darker. Oh, and you said ow?
Well,
What are you talking about?
because I felt it.
Yeah,
It was like
so
having a bug fly in my eye.
that's it.
That's it.
I think that's it.
That's the best of the best.
We have ones down there, but
Full bloom.
actually, remember I planted all those tubers?
Oh God,
And then I
somebody's
was
gonna
like,
get hurt.
wow, they're growing really nice. I want to put them in the ground. So this is the row that we kind of just left. Wow. Oh, I have a chipmunk or something. Oh, bird.
What are you talking about?
There was a bird. I thought something was crawling. Oh, there's my Sylvias. I do have Sylvia. Look, this is Sylvia. But see, Naomi Orange has the wider, broader petals, but it's the same. It's in the same hue.
Yeah, but what makes Sylvia better?
She's a producer. She's just one of those dahlias. If you need orange, she's got them all season long.
So this is a Sylvia right here,
Yeah, those are
young and old version.
Yeah, this one's old. Like, see, it's wide open, so it's been open a long time. But it's a ball dahlia, and it's just got lots of stuff. Like Valley Porcupine, this is how I would pick it because I like the way it looks. It's pointy. And then this is how it looks when it's open, like when it's pretty much been open for a while. This is Bloomquist Allen. Hi. So I at least have my Bloomquist Allen and my Bloomquist blush. So that's exciting. And of course, I leave some of them because the bees like the pollen. But that's that.
So what are your plans for these? Just gonna let them grow out and hope you get big tubers?
Yeah, I mean, I just need one tuber to keep all the plants I have. And these are all like, I didn't pinch these because obviously we're way too late and they just got planted, but they all have buds. So I'll be able to see what they are. Some of them have tags, some don't. But look at, this is a big one. Like, what is this guy? He's got powdery mildew. This is Cafe au Lait. Yes, I will have one Cafe au Lait. Great. I'm liking that one though. You see the one behind this purple? No, I'm gonna show you. I might have to come on this side. Wow, so I probably will have enough tubers to do some stuff, but I don't really know what this is. It doesn't have a tag. What does that smell? That smells like mint. There's mint growing in our thing. Maybe that's why.
It's probably the gum I spit out a couple weeks ago.
Let's see.
So let's see this flower you had to come back over here for.
I'm just saying it's pretty and it's not labeled, so I don't know what it is.
Well,
And now that I've destroyed it.
that is very nice.
It's just got lots of good colors. Kind of open in the middle though. Already. So, I don't know. This one, man. This, and look, this one I got a deadhead. This one has been so prolific. Good Lord.
So what is this?
Seduction.
It's a dahlia? Oh, well,
What do you
you're
mean it's a
confusing me
dahlia?
with the seeds. Like you're going to get seeds from that?
There's seed right here.
I thought it was tubers.
No, I'm saying this one, this is what happens when you leave
Yeah.
the seed head on. You get seeds.
Wow.
Like I could plant those and it would be, it's a new Dahlia.
Well, that sounds a lot easier than having to dig up Dahlia
Yes.
tubers every year.
Wow. One. Cozy Town DeVille. Finally. So at least I will have Cozy Town DeVille tubers. They're so wacky. Like, look, this one's just got like one. Oh man.
Wow, that is wacky. Look at the back of it.
Yeah, it's supposed to, like, it's cool. It's supposed to bloom like this. Hence the name DeVille. But that's that. It's fine. And then that row is really, I'm just trying to save tubers at this point. So they're in the ground. They could use some water. I know, probably.
So would you consider the Dahlia garden pretty much this is it? This is the finale. It's probably going to die down in the next week or two.
I love the cool weather. Everything after that high heat spike we had in like what was it, like June? We had like a super high hot and humid week. They hated it. Everything stunted. It literally didn't grow for like 3 weeks. And then as soon as we got a break from that, they started bushing out and then really putting up some stuff. Uh-oh, are the rabbits finding my scapes? Oh man! Something found my daylilies. Darn it!
Yeah, but I thought the daylilies were pretty much done.
No,
Oh.
I remember I had scapes coming up, so something ate them. Yeah, something ate them.
Time to get that camera pointed towards the garden.
It's time to get the groundhog out of here.
Oh yeah, because the groundhog got a little step ladder and climbed up it and ate it.
It could be deer, but
It is deer. Or a rabbit who kept jumping.
it's definitely something because they're eating my leaves. So I'll have to spray. That sucks. It has to be a deer because the deer is high enough to get that one.
So what do you think about a fence? Isn't there something we can do? Because it seems like we're doing pretty good right now. Maybe we don't have to spend a fortune building a huge fence. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it does seem like you do pretty well. I think they just sense with the fence here, you know, only the brave deer are going to get in here. I would just hate to see what happened this year at our home gardens happen here at the barn.
Yeah.
What is that big pile of weeds right there in the middle? Right, that.
That's the row you never mowed.
Wow, I did a good job. Look at it, it's growing great. Looks like wheat.
Looks like weeds.
Well,
There's a lot of seed.
That too.
You should mow that. I need that mowed. And
well,
that.
you know what?
I don't know why you're waiting.
I'll bring the all-terrain mower over here, drop it down.
Do something.
You could probably back up the tractor and rototill those rows. You think?
Yeah, well, there's peonies in there.
In that bunch of weeds?
Yeah.
And you want me to mow the peonies?
Well, at some point they're gonna die back. And this is where the tulips were last year.
That's cute.
Yeah, that's a leftover that got seeded.
What is this stuff? That looks like you could throw it in a bouquet. Not with all the bugs and stuff on it, but you know what I mean? It's kind of good.
This is seed. This is all seed that we're going to be weeding out next year. Because you haven't mowed it. Get the mower and mow this, will you please?
Wow. See, folks, it's coming out.
No, but it's stupid.
She's demanding. Whoa, it's coming out.
All of this is literally just going right into my rows.
Call TMZ. She's about to attack me physically. This is why I film. I don't remember you asking me recently to mow this.
I asked you months ago.
Exactly. So
You never did it. Now
it wasn't
look at
fresh in my mind.
this. Well, now go good. Go. It's fresh now. Go
No. I thought we were doing something
No,
else.
now you pissed me off. Go get it.
Now we got sidetracked. So we're going to be mowing this afternoon.
You need to hit this before it's too late already. Please just hit it.
All right. I will hit it. But you know what?
Stand here yapping for nothing.
No.
Watch out. I have a shovel and I'm about to.
See? Go ahead. Just aim low. All right, folks. As you can see, I'm
Come on. Go get it.
being forced to do labor.
Nobody needs to hear your story.
Yes, they do.
Come on. Let's go.
All right, I'm going. Boy, oh boy. Again, more weeds. How many weeds can a guy pull in a week?